Hey guys, alright, quick update. Um, the tank's doing pretty good. Plants are doing well. I've I've cut down my light intensity on my second light, the one that runs the longest, and I've cut down the timing on it. My main the one that's on full blast that's bright, it comes on maybe 7-8 hours and it cuts back off. That one's still turned all the way up. My other light that comes on for about 13 or 14 hours now comes on for about 8 hours, and then it cuts off, and then a few hours later it cuts back on for a couple of hours, so that way when I come home from work in the morning I can check on the fish. But if we can see this here, I'm going to treat for Levamisole again very soon, because little blue ram here, if you see this thing hanging off of him, I'm going to get general cure first, and I'm going to do a general cure to wipe out almost anything that it could be, and then I'm going to do another Levamisole treatment because I still have enough to treat again for camelanus worms. This could be camelanus, or it could be another type of internal parasite, but my guess is camelanus because I dealt with that before, and I saw what it did to my fish, and for a long time you couldn't see anything wrong with most of them, but they can be pretty healthy and act pretty good for a long time. This guy acts great. He swims around the top, he looks for stuff, he hunts for food, he tries to catch baby fry, he eats a snail once in a while. But I have one Cory that has like a swim bladder problem, and even though I've used Epsom salt in there a couple of times here and there, and starve him for a day or two once in a while, the Cory still swims around like he can't control his movement very well. But I haven't taken him out or killed him or anything, because I mean, they could always recover. And he's probably that one sitting back there. Maybe they're kind of resting. But the one that can't swim right, he will dart around in circles and loops because he can't really control his movement very well. And when that happens, the best thing to do is to usually some type of a kind of maybe a laxative or something. But I've done that, and so if there is a problem with him, it hasn't been really expelled, so we're going to work on that. But even though he might not recover, it could be a sign of worms again. So I'm going to do general cure first. Let's feed these guys so you can see if the Cory comes out. You see, they all still act normal and healthy, but when Corys smell the food and they wake up here, I think that's him back there. When he smells food, he'll control his movements enough to eat, and then when he gets tired, he starts going around in loops. Now, sometimes when you turn your lights on, when you first turn them on, your Corys will be laying on their side like they're dead. But then give them about 5 minutes to wake up, and they'll flip over and start swimming around. Like these guys. I'm kind of close to the tank, so they're sitting still. They'll play dead sometimes when you get close. They think you can't see them. But let's see if we can find them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 6. Here's one coming from the back. Maybe that's him. He likes to rest in between plants and things like that because it gives him a chance to not have to swim around and control his movements. No, that one looks fine back there. That might not be him. He's around here somewhere. He'll be swimming all loopy. like I said, he still goes up to the top for air like they all do. He'll dart up to the top, but he'll do it like spiraling around in barrel rolls. And if you see a Cory doing that, it's a problem with their swim bladder, controlling their swim bladder. And if you don't know what their swim bladder is, that's how they take in a little bit of air. All fish have it. They take a little bit of air in, like a little bubble in them, and they use it to help control just, you know, sitting up high or down low or wherever they want to go. But if they have an air bubble in there, sorry, my hands are shaky. I just woke up and I need to eat. But if they're having trouble controlling their swim bladder, what happens is when they're swimming around, they'll be kind of swimming around like in circles and loops. And at first it's not bad, but sometimes it gets worse. And but I mean, it could possibly be, you know, sometimes it's just constipation, like goldfish get. Same thing. But it seems to be, Corys can be a little bit prone to that. I have lost one to it before, so I'm not sure where this guy is. I guess maybe he's that guy right there. But anyways, just in case that isn't a sign, plus, I mean, the little blue rim, you can see the little thing hanging from here. That's probably, if they have clear poop and it's, there it goes. He just released it. It's floating away. So it went back there. Can't see it now, but their poop's not supposed to look like that. No, he didn't release it. There it is. He still got it. So I'm gonna do a general cure first to knock everything out. I know I'm rambling, sorry, I always do that. Kind of all over the place. But then after I do a general cure to knock out most possible of whatever, then I'm gonna do a Levamisole treatment for the camelanus worms. And I believe I still have some left. Yeah, I still have plenty. There's a little baby scooper in here. And I know I did a previous video on it, but this time I'll do another video again when I treat with it. The little baby scooper, a little teeny tiny scooper in there. You use like, there's a chart. There's a chart that you use that comes with it on a piece of paper. And I'm not sure where the piece of paper is, but you can easily go to the Subaquaria site and they have it on there. And like I said before, when you treat with that, you know, you like, I'll wrap a plastic bag around the whole tank so light can't get in during the daytime, even though we have blacked out curtains now. And I'll turn the light timers off, and when I dose it, I'll, you know, sprinkle it in there. You know, throw some Epsom salt in with it so that they can poop out whatever it is. It's safe. I did it before. And then you have to wait 24 hours. It takes 24 hours. You let it work. And after you let it work, it's magic. You know, you're supposed to do 50% water change first, some say. I might change like down to around here. This time I might go ahead and change like maybe that much. And then I'll treat the tank, have it blacked out, and then the next day when it's ready, you're supposed to change as much water as you can. Some say 70%, some say 50. I did about 50 last time. I changed it down to about there. Filled it back up. And then with camelanus worms, I'll talk about in the video again to make sure that we get this right, but I believe it's 21 days or something, like 21 or 23 days is the hatch time. You treat it again once more, just in case. But this is a sign right here. So like I said, I would say general cure first, but after general cure, if it doesn't really work, you're going to want to try Levamisole for camelanus. This right here is not a good sign right here. He looks fine, healthy right now, but so did my Bolivian, and over time they get worse. And after the camelanus treatment, you'll see them pooping these out, and you'll see them on the gravel for about 3 days or so. But anyways, that's a little update. I'm going to do another treatment soon, and I'll update on new plants soon. Thanks.